to draw the Grim Reaper? Don't worry, we won't make him too spooky. Let's get started. All right, today we are going to be drawing a Grim Reaper. And we're gonna start right here in the middle of our page. Right in the middle of the page, we're gonna start with two diagonal lines. They're short, about the size of my fingernail. And then we're gonna close them off to make a triangle. Over to this side, we're gonna make a big giant oval for an eye, and we want the bottom to pretty much line up with the triangle. So I like to start my ovals from the top. So I'm gonna come out nice and wide, finish here, keep going. There we go, there's one eye. Right over here. Two. Now you'll notice they aren't the exact same. So I have an oval on both sides to make up the eyes. This one's a little smaller, this one's a little skinnier, and that's okay. They don't have to be perfect. It's a great thing about art. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here, and I'm not gonna wanna go all the way to the top. So I wanna go about halfway between my eyes and the top of my page, which is about right there. And I'm gonna do a circle from under the outside part of this eye. It's gonna come all the way around and stop under the outside part of this eye. So from right here, I just go around. Again, not perfect, but it'll work. From here, I actually want to bring this in just a little bit more, so it's more towards the middle of the eye. Same thing over here, very carefully, trying to keep this line blended. I'm going to just bring it in just a little bit. There we go. All right, now the Grim Reaper usually has more of a skeleton type of face. So right here, I'm going to draw a curved line that curves like a backward C. Same thing on this side, but this one's more like an actual C. Not quite as far closed though. From there, I'm gonna create a small round part on the bottom. Same thing over here. I'm gonna make it curve around. And again, they're not the same, they're not perfect, and that's okay. From here to here, bring that one a little higher. From here to here, I'm just gonna draw a wide U. All right, now what I wanna do, come over here, and starting at the bottom of this bump here, I'm gonna draw a line coming out and meeting my circle. So it's curved like my circle, but it stops and joins that circle there. Same thing on the other side, starting here, comes out, and it's gonna join up with this circle. There we go. Now over on this side, I'm gonna start almost at the top of the eye, and I'm gonna leave about an inch over here of space. And I'm gonna do another curve like a circle, and it's gonna come in and join up right with this one. Same thing on the other side, but it's gonna be a lot closer. So right here, see this one's nice and far, about an inch away. This one is gonna be right next to it, okay? And I'm gonna actually start higher on this side. So I wanna start at the top of the eye. And I'm gonna keep it nice and close and follow along, and then blend it in to meet at the bottom in a point. Over here, just below the top of this line, I'm gonna come down a little bit, and I'm gonna draw a line curving up. I now want that line to come back down, so I'm gonna make it not a sharp point, I'm gonna round it a little bit and bring it down with a little curve like a really wide smile. From there, I'm gonna keep that smile going up, and I want it to come up and over, and eventually it's going to come over and meet this line. There we go. And now they've met up. All right. From here, I want to come down to the bottom. I'm going to bring this line, like this circle went through there, and it's going to come up right there in the middle. Same thing with this one. It's like it came right here and jumped over, and it made it to the middle, almost to the middle. Mine didn't quite make it, and that's okay. Now what I want to do is right in here, right about where this point is, I'm going to come right below it. I'm going to draw a line down, and it's going to curve in just a tiny bit. I'm going to come back to where it curved and straighten it out just a little bit and curve it out that way. And then I'm going to round the bottom. I'm going to start just above that line and make another U. So it's 2 bumps right there on the bottom. I'm going to do another U, and I'm going to go a U, a mountain, and out with half of a U. Coming back, I'm going to come right under this V right there, kind of an upside down V. I'm going to do a straight down line, not too long, just kind of right in the middle there, just a little line. I'm going to curve and do a swooped line, and here on the outside I'm going to come back up, and I want to come in just a little bit. Coming out of the bottom here, I want to draw fingers. So I have a little thumb, and I have long skinny U's that make up the rest of the hand. Over here on this side, starting right here where these 2 lines connect, I'm going to draw a line coming out. I'm going to curve it to create that sleeve coming down. Curve it again coming back, and I'm going to bring it in just like that. Right in the middle of this sleeve, I'm going to draw a skinny oval, which is actually the thumb closed over like this. I'm then going to draw a little skinny oval towards the top of it, like this. And then I'm going to make another 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a thumb, and then we have 4 fingers that are going to hold. We're going to bring this down here, and we're going to bring it up. This is going to be his reaper stick. Okay, so there's the bottom of it, and he's holding it. It's coming out the top of his hand, and mine's just going to run into his head right there, and that's okay because it's just going behind his head. If yours is out here further, that is totally fine too. You'll just be drawing the whole stick going up. Mine's going to jump over as if this was straight. I just keep going, and it's going to come out way up here. Same thing with this one. It jumped over, came out way up here. From here, I'm going to start the blade, which is just going to be a diagonal going up and running into his head. And I want mine to go up a little taller because I want my blade thicker. You can make your blade skinnier or thicker, whatever you think. There, mine went even a little higher. I'm not going to close it off till I'm sure. I think that's high enough. So from here, I actually want the reaper blade to come up and over. Mine might even cut off here on the top, and that's totally okay. I'm going to come over here, just below the top of that line, and I'm going to start my curved blade. So I'm pretending it went off the page and it'll come back on about here. There we go. Now let's pretend this line was coming through and curving. So, there it is, and it's gonna come out about right here. And I want it to keep coming down. And now I need to connect them. And there we go. Coming back over here, I just want to close off my stick, adding a round little topper to it. And then down here, we didn't quite finish the back of his outfit. The Reaper wears kind of like a black hooded cape gown. Kind of looks like pajamas. But we're going to start under his fingers, and I'm going to draw a line coming down to make a U. And I'm just going to weave it over until it connects over here with that one. And that's pretty good. All right, the last thing he's missing right here is his mouth. So for his mouth, I want to do a very wide, almost straight line with a little smile to it, just barely. And then I want to mark it with some stitches. And there we go. There is my Reaper. Now we get to have some fun. We're just going to start coloring. If you're using a black marker like me, we're going to go ahead and start with doing our back. Ready to see my final drawing? There it is, the Grim Reaper. I'm sure yours turned out just as awesome. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to come back for more How to Draw.